Hey everyone, my name is Emily Day. I'm talking about a big pet peeve that I had at my old place of employment. So I used to work at this small restaurant, seasonal, and when I was hired, they told me that they would be paying me minimum wage, and since they were paying me minimum wage, they would be keeping my tips because I me and all of the workers worked there kind of like it was illegal really because they were paying us under the table, always in cash. And so they told me that they would be keeping my tips so that they could afford to pay me a higher hourly rate because, usually waitresses and waiters get paid a lower hourly rate because of all of the tips that they make. But they told us that they would keep all of our credit card tips and then we could keep any tips that we got in cash. But of course, like nowadays, nobody really tips in cash anymore. No one really carries it around that much. So, really, you were just making the minimum wage. And for me, I was working at this restaurant in Rhode Island. I'm from Massachusetts. And so the minimum wage in Rhode Island was actually lower than it is in Massachusetts. So I was making a lot less money. And at some point, me and some of the other waiters were in a very nice and like pleasant way, just like mentioning that we preferred cash tips if that was something that people could do. If not, like no worries at all. And usually everybody was really great about it and it was really nice for a while. And then someone ended up complaining about it, and our employers told us that we couldn't do that anymore. And so they just kept continuing to take our tips. Um, and so that was like really annoying. It really got on my nerves because it was just so unfair. Yeah, needless to say, I don't actually work there anymore because of that. So, yeah, not a great work experience, but yeah. Well, thanks for listening.